All right, let's keep it rolling, Sean, with our marketing and sales strategy of the week. There we go. Yeah. We got the lights and the music.
Let's go. Yeah, I can't wait for you to talk about this, man. The 4-H Club.
4-H Club.
This is probably the first show you came on. You mentioned this, and it stuck with me. And I said this before we came on too. Is like you're the one person that's come on the show that's actually practiced what they preached to me. Like you send me cards, you text me, you do exactly what your 4-H Club is really all about. Can you walk people through what the 4-H Club is and how they could do it?
Yeah. Listen, the cool thing about real estate is it's different every day. Bad thing about real estate, it's different every day, right? And so many people get into our business, they love the fact that it's different every day, but then they have no consistency in their routines. And so when I left my director of education role, and went back to being a sales agent in 2016, I basically said, look, I got to start doing what I taught agents to do for years. And that's put seeds in the ground that could turn into business next week, next month, or next year, that farmer mentality, Luke. And so I said, if I can just create a system that I can follow every day, because real estate is different every day. So if I had that routine early in my day, so I created what's called the 4-H Club, and I used kind of the 4 H's, that you heard in farming, right? But I said 4 H's. All right. So what can I do every day that puts seeds in the ground? And so the first H is I do 5 handwritten notes a day. If I'm not traveling on the road, I do 5 old school handwritten notes a day. I go to the dollar store and get cards that are blank on the insides. I have some personalized cards. I go on Vistaprint with my slogan, build relationships, solve problems, have fun. I can use branded cards if I want, but I do 5 handwritten notes a day. Now let me talk about this for a second. I always start my day by saying, is there someone from yesterday that I need to thank? Because a thank you note's the easiest note to write in the world. It writes itself basically. So I had cocktails last night with a client of mine to pick his brain on something for my family. So I sent him a thank you note saying, thanks for meeting up with me. And I got 4 more ready to go out to 4 other people in my sphere. All right. You all know when you get home today and check your mailbox, if there's 5 things in there, right? You got your reminder, you got your American Lifestyles magazine, and then 4 other things. If one of them's a handwritten note, you're opening that first. Yep. Mm-hmm. Most people are probably going to read it a second time. You're probably going to leave it on the counter for your spouse or partner to read. Some people have a junk drawer or a special basket where they keep their handwritten notes from people. So that's the first H. The second H is the hot sheet, right? Most agents probably are doing the hot sheet anyway. The hot sheet is basically the newest listings that have hit the market in my town, the price changes, the end contracts, the closings, in some cases, the cancellations or withdrawals. I look through the hot sheet not for all of Columbus. There's 1.6 million people here. I look for the hot sheet for Upper Arlington, the town where I live. And I look at the first time I look through it as a realtor, I put my real estate hat on and say, all right, what's coming soon? I educate myself on the market. And then I look through it a second time and I say, who do I know that lives within a couple blocks of that property? Who lives in that subdivision, in that community, and if someone pops, let's say Cody, I'm like, oh, Cody lives in that. I'm going to send Cody a text or a phone call or a email from the MLS that just says, hey, Cody, there's a new listing in your neighborhood, 1234 Jackson Street. Just want to let you know, P.S. will I see you at the club this weekend? Or, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to sell it, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that Cody knows when he thinks real estate in his neighborhood, he should think of me, right? The third H is happy birthdays. I'll go onto Facebook and see which of my friends are having birthdays. I'll send them a message on Facebook. And if they're close friends of mine, as you know, Luke, they're going to get a video text message. A video text message simply, where I turn my phone on and I say, Stephen, hey, it's Sean Carpenter over in Columbus, Ohio. Hey, just want to wish you a happy birthday today. Hope you get lots of love and attention from your friends and fans. And I hope you have a good year ahead. Look forward to catching up soon. And as always, keep building relationships, solving problems, and having fun. Just a quick little personalized message.
You do that all the time, too, with our podcast or different things that you've heard have happened to me, like when I spoke or whatever, got that speaking gig, because you knew that was important to me. Like you've shot me those videos all the time. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it just, look, when we all react to our text messages, as it buzzes, as it bings. And when you see a video in there, you're like, oh, what's that? And it's going to get probably open more. It's going to get reacted more. And most people then, when they watch the video, they're going to respond back to me. Mm-hmm. So I can't tell you how many times people are like, thanks, Carp. Always look forward to this every year, or best message of the day, because HBD, at some point you say WTF, that's all you sent me. And then the last H of so I got my handwritten notes, got my hot sheet, got my happy birthdays, and what I call my high fives. I'm already on Facebook. So I'm going to do 5 likes on Facebook. I'm going to do 5 comments on Facebook. I'm going to jump over and do 5 comments or retweets on Twitter. I'm going to jump over and do 5 comments on Instagram
either on stories or on people's feeds. And I'm going to do 5 text messages. 5 people on my phone are going to get a text message. It could be something as simple as have an awesome day, a funny GIF, a meme, just, hey, great job. Congratulations to the Panthers on their win last night. Congratulations to the Volunteers winning the College World Series, whatever it might be. And then once I do that, I go get my morning coffee. All right. That's my reward for putting seeds in the ground. Now, let me recap.
How long does that whole routine take before you recap that?
So Josh, it's probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Could be an hour. But think about this. If I do 5 handwritten notes, let's say 2 people on the hot sheet today. Let's say I had 13 birthdays on Facebook today. And then my 25 touches, because it's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Stephen, let me ask you a question. If your guys on your team made 45 touches a day before 10 o'clock in the morning, 5 days a week, guys, that's 235 people in my book, hearing from Sean Carpenter. And how many of those were about real estate? How many of those were pitches about real estate? Yeah. Really only the hot sheet were even about real estate, but they weren't even a pitch. It was just getting my name top of mind through one of those seeds in the ground, right? Across their phone, in their mailbox, on their social media page, 5 days a week. And so, now there's people out there saying like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start. I've never done it before, but I'm going to start doing it. Well, maybe you do 1 handwritten note a day, right? I've had people tell me they can't do the 4-H club, Luke. And I say, why can't you do it? And they go, because I don't do Twitter. I said, man, you're missing the forest for the trees there. You can still do handwritten notes. You can still do the hot sheet. You can still do happy birthdays. You can do Facebook likes, Facebook comments. You can do Instagram comments. Maybe you do LinkedIn comments, right? And you do 5 text messages. It's just putting seeds in the ground so that someone might think of me tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year.
Right? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Cody and Josh, you guys know, if everyone on your team right now sent a handwritten note, and if I told them, write a handwritten note today, and I guarantee it's going to turn into business. I don't know when. Might be next month, could be next year. But if I told you for sure it's going to turn into a referral or a lead, would you send it? And 100% of people say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yet so few people do.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I like that question too, Josh, because if it only takes you an hour in the morning too, like some of our agents that are really top producers are coming in at 6:30 in the morning. So they could knock that out before we start the day and start making our phone calls. That'd be beautiful.
It's funny.
And think about that. When you do the high fives, when you're on the social media, you might see something that makes you say like, I'm not just going to like this comment. I'm going to pick up the phone and call Cody and wish him good luck in his daughter's soccer tournament up in DC this weekend, right? Or whatever it might be. Or I'm going to be in the area where I'm going to see Stephen and I'm going to drop off this book that I just finished because he references wanting to read more of that, whatever. I mean, it just gives you so many opportunities. And once again, just like a farmer, I don't know when the crop is coming, but the crop won't come if I don't put seeds in the ground.
Love that.
It's
I love how you're also the business owner and you're doing that too. So it's like, this is not just obviously a real estate thing. It's not just about selling houses. It's about relationships. And we need to implement that more, even like for our agents, if we're recruiting, right? That's what we should be doing. If we're starting a mortgage company, that's what we should be doing. That's a good note.
Your agent, Tim, was on with my sales team this morning, Steve. So I was having him speak to our sales team just to tell him about, his experience in real estate and with our products, stuff like that. And we had talked about how when he first got into real estate, he had mentioned, I was reaching out to everybody in my sphere because that's what you guys were having him do. That's what I was having him do. And he said, it didn't really turn into any business. Ultimately, like right away, or even that I could track from the standpoint of like, oh yeah, 6 months from there, I got a deal. He goes, but you know what it did? It created my whole sphere started to know me as Tim in real estate. And it started to get my bubble to talk about me as the real estate guy. And he goes, and they started to follow me on Facebook. And he goes, I just remember inviting all the people in my church to lunch or coffee and making the phone calls. And he said, and 13 months later, he's done 51 pending and closed.
Yeah.
And first year in real estate. So it's like,
guys, let me share a quick story about the power of the 4-H club. So I had a closing that closed. It was a little over a year ago that closed. But this was someone from the country club where I was a member at the time. Right. And it was a difficult deal. It was a divorce situation, always an unfortunate situation, regardless of how it's working out. But it was a challenging deal. There was some frustration, there was some miscommunication, there was some anger, but at the end of the transaction, when it got closed, The client called me and said, "Hey, Carp, I want to let you know, first of all, I appreciate the hard work. I'm glad we got it done. But can I tell you why I picked you to be my agent?" I was like, and he goes, as you know, at the club, I know probably 15 other realtors. For 16 years, you've been sending my mailbox a handwritten note to me and to my wife that you'd never met and to my kids you'd never met. And you just always were touching base with me and congratulating me on things that happened in my life. And at the end of the day, I thought this guy's consistency to handwrite me a note every day was worth it to give him a chance to help me get to my next step. And I think back and I probably sent, let's just say 25 handwritten notes over that time at 50 cents on average a postage and a couple minutes of time. Amazing. Right. Yeah. What an ROI times 12,000,
Yep. It's the discipline, man. It's the freaking discipline. That's what it is. That's what you have. That's what the greatest have. It's like the discipline to do it every day. And I love how you reward yourself with the coffee after.
Yeah. I like you're still doing that. I wasn't sure if you were still waiting.
That's so good.
No, and
I'm surprised it's not a beer, though, dude. I'm surprised it's not a beer. I mean, I guess it is early in the morning.
Well, now I will say the 4-H club does work sometimes in the afternoons, where if I have a morning meeting or a tour or whatever's going on, I'm playing golf in the morning. That I do try and maybe I could do my 4-H club at a local brewery.
Do you ever run out of?
Sit there and I can jump on my phone and do likes and comments and guys, it's the comments I think that are gold. That's the free tip that I want people to take from this episode is when you go on Instagram, look at your friends like posts and they'll have like 65 likes and no comments, 77 likes and 1 comment. Right. If I comment on Cody's picture of his daughter's soccer team winning their game this weekend, because there's no other comments, and I comment right now saying, "Congratulations, I bet your daughter's super excited. Did she score a goal?" ? On his phone, he's going to get a little notification that says Sean Carpenter just commented on your Instagram post. He's going to then I'm in his top of mind. He's going to go to his Instagram post to see what I said. He's going to like my comment. He's going to comment back. No, she didn't score a goal, but she had 2 assists. Hopefully she'll score in next week's championship game. I then comment back saying, "Good luck to her and the team." And now if I'm smart, I drop by with, some Gatorade or some oranges or whatever the day of the game and say, "Hey, bring these to the team, to the girls team," whatever. I mean, little touches that all of a sudden just the comments guys can turn into the next comment, the next, and I take it to a different channel. And now I'm just earning that consistent top of mind. Because listen, every one of our
John Ruhlin talks about this a lot. It's like what you're getting into is like, you're doing the unexpected. So to comment is unexpected in one regard, very low, but in one regard, because everybody likes, nobody comments. To comment with a question is even more unexpected because most people just comment, but you're not expected to engage, but you comment it with a sincere, actual question. Then if you took it to the next level in that example of dropping off Gatorade, oranges, even simply following up the day of the championship game, good luck, thinking about you guys today. It's the unexpected. And if you think about what creates a raving fan, I do talks on this all the time. It's the unexpected. What makes you write a bad review? The unexpected happened to you. What makes you write a good review? The unexpected happened to you. So if you can somehow find out ways in your business and in your journey to do the unexpected, you'll create what is that buzz that Brian Buffini talks about or John Ruhlin and stuff that creates impact with people.
Hey, Stay Paid listeners, wasn't that a great clip?
It sure was, Josh. And if you want to hear the full episode, make sure you click right here.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.
Come on, click right here.
It's right here.
Yeah.
We got you.
Right here.
It's not that hard. Go ahead.